I bought 10 random CMF Lego mini packs to see if I can get the most random minifigure out of all of these, if not at least just one. Let's get into it. So I went to Brickfest Live here in Las Vegas this past weekend, and there was so much to see and so much to build, plenty of things on display, and a lot of really cool competitions that people were involved with. But I was here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to find some retired sets. Luckily, I ran into this massive area where people were shopping, and I found a bunch of CMFs, some new, some really old. So I decided to pick 10 random ones, and yes, it did get a little pricey because some of these are definitely really old. I want to see if I can find the most rare one out of all of these. And mind you, the pricing does change in these, so the pricing I give you now could be totally different later, or it was different a couple weeks ago. Without further ado, let's get into all of these. I'm going to unwrap them and see if I can find the rarest ones. Really quick, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. It really helps support the channel. Now, let me know in the comments of which ones you wish you had, which ones you do have, or which ones you do think are the coolest ones. Now, the first one we're going to open up is the Batman movie one. This is probably my favorite CMF pack out of all 10 of these because I don't even know which ones I want. I kind of want all of them. There are 20 total to collect, but the one we're looking for is the Fairy Batman. This one could be upwards of $42. It is kind of rare to find. Definitely hope we're going to get that one, but I don't think it's going to be possible. I think for this one, we're going to end up getting the red hood. It's only valued about $13, which is still really good. It includes 2 pistols, a red top, and then his cape is actually really cool because it is actually a cape that goes on his shoulders and then an actual cloth cape. So definitely a lot of really cool material for this minifigure. Next one up is the Simpsons Series 2 Minifigure CMF Collection. Now, if you're a Simpson fan, you own all of these already. So Milhouse is the most expensive one, but also Homer is worth a lot of money too. So I'm definitely hoping for Milhouse just because he's the cooler one. I kind of wanted superhero Bart, but let's see what we have. And unfortunately, we did not get it. We ended up getting Selma, which she's okay. She's not really worth that much money. She's kind of probably the most boring minifigure out of all of these. So unfortunately, we did not get Milhouse. Next up, we have Disney 100. Now, this one just came out not that long ago, so the minifigures aren't going to be worth very much, but I am looking for a couple of them. And first off, I'm looking for Aurora. She's worth $13. The rare ones in this set does fluctuate a little bit, so I'm not really sure where people are getting their money from. But as you could tell from already opening, I did not get Aurora. But let's take a look at some of these other minifigures. There's a lot to really love in this one. Some of these are very rare, some are really hard to find, and some are sold out everywhere. So the Disney 100 packs aren't necessarily that easy to find. And it looks like we got Robin Hood, one of my favorite movies ever. I'm really happy I have this one. I do not have this minifigure, so still a victory in my opinion. Next up, we have Series 12. Now, this is one of the oldest ones I did get. It is over 10 years old, so I'm pretty excited to see what is in here. Now, this minifigure collection isn't my favorite out of all of them. There's not necessarily that many that I want, but the Wizard is the most expensive one, and he is one I do not have. He has a long cape and awesome staff, but unfortunately, after opening this one, looks like we got the pizza delivery guy. Definitely a disappointment. It comes with a large pizza and a pizza box. Still a really cool minifigure, and one I didn't even have, but one I didn't necessarily even want anyways. He's only worth about $7. Next up, we have Series 18, and this one is actually really fun. There's a couple really fun minifigures in here I do not have. I don't have the firecracker guy, and I really want the red dragon costume. And then the police officer one is the most expensive one, about $21. It's kind of a boring minifigure, but it's the most expensive one, so that's one we're looking for. And unfortunately, it looks like we did not get this one. We got a really cool cowboy costume guy one. This minifigure is way cooler than what it costs. It actually only goes for about $6 right now. It comes with a cowboy hat. It comes with a half horse, half cowboy, all in one minifigure. This one should be way more rare than it actually is. But unfortunately, there's better minifigures in this series, so that's why this one's not worth that much money. Next up, we have DC, the CMF packs. Now, there are a lot of really cool minifigures in this one. Flash is the most expensive one. I actually love Flash, and I do have him as a reseller of Lego for the last couple of years. DC has burned me. DC characters just are not worth that much money, so some of these characters are just kind of pointless to have, but we're gonna open this one anyways, and this pack was not that cheap. It was one of the more expensive packs, and unfortunately, we did not get the Flash. We ended up getting Stargirl, and she's only worth about $6 because she's definitely not one of a kind figure. You see her quite a bit in these CMF packs, and she's really easy to find. Still a really cool minifigure, and I'm glad I got her, but definitely not one I was looking for. Time for a quick break. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and comment on the video. I definitely want to know which is your favorite CMF series. Do you have any of these rare minifigures? Are you still looking for some of them? And some of them that I opened up today, are you surprised at all? Now back into unboxing some of these CMFs. Now, the Lego Movie 2 ones, I am ashamed to say I don't own any of these. I'm not even really too familiar with some of these minifigures because on the resale market, this one didn't really sell well again. But again, I kind of wanted the purple crayon and the watermelon just for some fun, but there are some Wizard of Oz ones, and Dorothy and Toto are the most expensive ones, surprisingly, out of all of these. There are 20 to collect in here, and it looks like, unfortunately, we didn't get anything necessarily all that special. We got the Cowardly Lion, which, again, is still a really cool minifigure. It's just not really worth that much money, maybe about $7 on the open market, so maybe the next pack will have something good. Now on to my least favorite Lego Series 24 CMF. All of these minifigures are not really that great. The Space Marine's kind of cool. The Orc is really cool, but we are looking for the T-Rex costume guy. He is worth the most amount of money. Now again, this one just came out not even a year ago, so it's just not going to be that expensive. I'm not really going to get my money back on this one, but this one also wasn't really expensive in the first place, so unfortunately we did not. We ended up getting the Rocker Horse Girl, which is the least exciting one out of all of these. Maybe the Soccer Coach is the least exciting one, but the Rocker Horse Girl, I can just care less, and unfortunately I did not make my money back on this one. Next up, we have Series 23. Now, this series was actually really popular. It's called the Rip and Chip game on Whatnot. We played this all year long with the Series 23 one, and the one we're looking for is the Snowman. Surprisingly enough, you would think the wolf costume would be a lot, but the Snowman is what we are looking for, and unfortunately, but still fortunately, we found the Green Dragon, and I'm just as excited about the Green Dragon as I am of the Snowman, honestly, because I didn't have the Green Dragon, and I don't even know why this one isn't worth the most amount of money. It has the most pieces. The headpiece, the wings, and the tail make the Green Dragon look the best out of all Series 23 figs, but unfortunately it's not the rarest one. Now, the last one we're going to open up is the Harry Potter Series 2. This is my girl's favorite one, so of course I had to buy two of them, one for myself and one for her. And this one, we are looking for Moaning Myrtle. She is worth the most amount of money. I know you're thinking Albus Dumbledore, or maybe even some of the other ones, but yeah, Moaning Myrtle is worth the most amount of money in this one. It's actually a minifigure I do not have. I was really excited to open this one, and unfortunately, this is the last one out of all 10 of the minifigures that we did end up buying, and unfortunately we did not get Moaning Myrtle. We ended up getting Albus Dumbledore, a really cool minifigure. He has his phoenix on him and his wand. This is a minifigure you don't necessarily see very often, or you think that you do, but he is just made so much. But this one in particular is a really cool one. I'm glad I got this one. I definitely wish I got Moaning Myrtle, but still, a win is a win. That's going to wrap up all 10 of the minifigures CMF series that we opened up. Some of these are mysteries to you. Some of these are mysteries to me. I love the ones that I did get. There were a couple that I was hoping to get that I did not get, unfortunately. But my favorite one is the Albus Dumbledore, the Green Dragon, even Robin Hood's really, really cool. So let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, which one you were hoping to see. Did you think I was going to get the rarest ones? Sometimes it is a 1 in 20 chance to get the rarest ones, so it's not necessarily that easy. And maybe I'll do this one again. So anyways, if you like my videos and want to see more of them, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and comment button, and I'll see everybody on the next one.